I'd like to introduce to you today a ProPresenter integration for Home Assistant that I've been working on. This allows you to have very easy and elegant control over different aspects of ProPresenter. Examples could be you might want to give volunteers specific and drill down access to ProPresenter, such as putting a saves message up, starting and stopping timers, etc. But you don't want them to have full access, or you just want to make it super easy for them. So without further ado, let me show you what it can do. So this is just an example, but you could edit it and move things around to make it work for exactly how you want it to work. So we've got here as an example a media player, so I can cycle through that and change that. I can pause it, I can turn it off, which essentially just clears the layer. I can load up different props. Boom. So we got here, different props. It pulls that in dynamically. We've got an audio player. I can turn that on and scrub through. So you get the idea. I can put a little message up on the screens, or the stage message. I can change through the stage layouts, looks, audience screens on and off, stage screens on and off. I can start and stop timers, reset it. The Home Assistant platform allows you to control a lot of different things you might encounter in an environment with ProPresenter, such as it's got control over DMX lights, different sound desks you may need, different locks and doors, lighting, air cons, security cameras, etc. So it's a very powerful and open platform that you can use. So let's continue. We've got macros that we can trigger. We've got video inputs that we can use. We can obviously clear the different layers and then, put them back on again. We can see the history of what everything's happened. So you can see that I've been doing different things, but you can see when certain actions have been taken. We have basic control over different slides that we can take. Boom, boom, boom. So cut through that. I can see my previous slide here. I'm sorry. I don't know why that popped up. You can cycle through there as well. So you can customize exactly how you want. You can disable buttons from working. You could have it as a kind of a view-only mode. You can extract different information and put it in different ways for however you want to use it. So in the back end, we've got here under settings, devices, I've got a fair few things, but we've got ProPresenter here. And you can see I haven't outlined everything, but you can go through and see everything that can be done here. And there's some various sensors, and we can visit the built-in page that it generates. And it pulls in different information. But if I go to, say, this one, and I delete it, so essentially, let's backtrack. So first off, you need Home Assistant, but don't feel overwhelmed if you've never used it. It's very easy to use once you get going with it, and there's a lot of different ways to set it up. So I'd recommend, if you've not started, just look up a few YouTube videos. There's some amazing ones out there on how to get set up. There's lots of different ways to install it, but a super simple way is just buying the official Home Assistant device that the Home Assistant team makes. Otherwise, you can put it on pretty much any piece of hardware you've got lying around. Once you've got it installed, the other requirement is to have the Home Assistant Community Store installed, which is very easy and free, and then just search ProPresenter. You would then download it and restart ProPresenter. Restart Home Assistant. You don't have to restart ProPresenter if you don't want to. And then once that's loaded in, let me show you an example. It automatically discovers your ProPresenter instance, so long as you have, let me show you here, so long as you have the network settings enabled. So we have to go here and enable network here. And then we have to have one of the three things, or two, depending on the version of ProPresenter. We just have to either have ProPresenter Remote enabled, ProPresenter Remote Classic, or Stage App for it to auto-discover it. But you can manually as well enter in the different IP address and port number. You can then add in ProPresenter, so we'll go submit, and then it adds it all in, and then we can start having control over that. So I've got a few ProPresenters here just for demo purposes. And then I found this awesome project from someone awesome out there in the world that I've adapted to put inside of Home Assistant. So this is kind of a little bit of a divergence from what we were doing before, but it's a nice and familiar way of controlling ProPresenter slides. So I wanted an easy way to control slides, so I found this project and ported it in. So we can go through and cycle through the different slides and clear things, similar to what we're doing in Home Assistant, but all kind of in the one area. But you can think of Home Assistant's strengths being in its automation builder, as well as its granular control over different elements. So to get started, you can go through the GitHub and kind of read through with it. But if you've used Home Assistant, you'll be right at home. You'll know exactly how to get started, I would imagine. So hope you have as much fun as I have. I've been using it in production for a few weeks now, and it's been really good. But I'm keen to hear other people's feedback and thoughts. And if anyone out there is as excited as I am, please let me know. I'd love to keep working on this and making it really good. So thank you for your time. Farewell.